Indiana Fever basketball is brought to you by CareSource. Tiffany White and the Indiana Fever for the Phoenix Mercury.
Boston is sporting. It's a measure of toughness. A little bit.
I think they thought there might have been an early foul. Mack tried to go inside. It's taken away by Billings. Good start here for the defense so far for Indiana. They want to continue those 2 losses to Atlanta in that home-and-home series. Kick out 6 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Hull. As she gets that to go, and Gainbridge Fieldhouse can collectively take a seat.
Well, it's a great opening possession because they got ball reversal. Many players touch the ball for Indiana, and it ends up in the corner for a nice look.
Mack, elbow jumper. Clark on the rebound. There's Clark. Nice high show there from Mack. 10 on the shot clock now for Boston, working with Hull. Stripped by Thomas, and Thomas going the other way. Thomas with a head of steam, lays that up and in.
And with that steal, moving on up to number. Let's get that out of the way quick. That's who AT is. Her hands are so quick.
Passing Taj McWilliams Franklin for 13th in steals in WNBA history, and there she is defending on Boston. 4 on the shot clock. Quick inside. Here's Boston again. Doesn't hit the rim either. And they're going to get a shot clock violation.
When you talk about defense and putting 2 feet down and taking a stand, because Aaliyah Boston continued to attack AT. Good. You're getting ready to ball in this arena again, huh?
I think some Pacers fans in this arena would be loving that.
Yeah.
Here's Rashawn for 3. Mack fighting for that offensive rebound. Rashawn, the cut, the finish. And a 1-point lead now for Phoenix. Here's Clark. Step back, deep 3. Doesn't get the bounce on that. Billings, that doesn't go. Loose ball. Billings again with it. And then lost it on the spin. There's Thomas. Ball collected. Mack able to get that out to Held. 6 on the shot clock now for Phoenix. Held trying to break down Mitchell. Good help defense. Then the block by Boston. Mack will try. And a shot clock violation on the other end.
Very early, scrappy Gabe, and I mean that in a compliment, right? Like you
6'5" going against 5'9" in that situation, and Aaliyah Boston is going to get called for the screening foul.
That's all Lexi Held right there. I mean, of course, you're always fighting over top of screens against Caitlin Clark, but with that amount of effort, and let's not forget, Lexi Held got picked up in the expansion draft by Toronto, and this team needs players to come out and play hard.
Here's Thomas. Back cut by Copper as she lays it up and in. 3-point lead here for Phoenix. Mack gets the switch with Rashawn now on Clark. Boston. Mitchell working off her. Mitchell into the paint, high off the window, too strong. Rebounded by Thomas. Copper in transition, stops on a dime for 3, off the mark, held there for the offensive rebound. Thomas has a lane to the hoop. Goes off window, they're gonna give her the bucket and the foul.
8 points for Phoenix, all 8 in the paint. That was a complete breakdown from Indiana defense, attacking the interior. Indiana is ranked 14th out of 15 teams in paint defense. They give up about 44 a game. Looks like Phoenix had a game plan and they're executing early.
9-3 lead now for the Mercury. Here's Clark at 3 off the mark. Call the rebound. Mitchell off the sweep. Sees 2 with space. Does not go. Mack controlled. Thomas. Here's Held. Working off Thomas on that screen. Mack, the baseline jumper. Nice soft touch.
That's just nice, simple offense. Paint touch kick out. Phoenix coming out early, very determined to get a W right here.
Even if she's not having individual success, but this team has been through a losing streak now, and as a leader, she wants to make sure she keeps things light and make sure there are really good vibes in practices. And considering the strong start here, I'd say good vibes coming into this game, guys.
Pretty good vibes, not only for Copper, but Cunningham into the ball game along with Hines Allen for Indiana. 5 on the shot clock. Clark gets the whistle in her favor. They're going to give that one to Held.
Well, how about Stephanie White, early timeout, get some early subs in, trying to change the energy of this game a little bit. Of course, Sophie Cunningham on a heater right now, winning some points. Going to be important here. Phoenix averages 25 in the first quarter.
For that first bucket, they are now 0 for 8, and Phoenix is currently on an 11-0 run. Here's Held, 7 on the shot clock. Thomas now with 4, picked up by Hines Allen, spins in the paint, flips it up and in, make that a 13-0 run for the Phoenix Mercury.
Indiana averages 25 in the first quarter. They've got 3 right now. We're halfway through.
Mitchell. Clark into the paint. Sees a double.
That's why, right? Crowds. I mean, great execution, but crowds. That's 5 early turnovers here for this Fever squad. And we asked Stephanie White pregame what she might be comfortable with. She said maybe 12. Like, they lead the league at turnovers a game, 17 a game, and very early, too many.
Here's Copper, pull-up jumper. That one back iron. Boston the rebound. Here's Boston going against Linskins. Spins baseline, too strong on that one. Thomas the rebound. The drought continues here for the Fever. Copper wants the screen. Thomas able to drop into Linskins, and that one flips up and in. Mitchell, 10 on the shot clock. Mitchell kicks it. Cunningham, is this it? That one's off the mark. And we're going to go the other way. And a foul called on the Fever. Raven Johnson will come into the ball game along with DeWanna Bonner. Right now, with the exception of maybe that being a rush shot for Sophie Cunningham. Got 5 already in this ball game. They come up with a steal there as Boston's trying to collect it. Here's Mitchell, working off Boston, attacking Thomas, flips it, extra one. Hines Allen thought about it. Johnson will. That one's off the mark. The drought continues here for Indiana. Again,
and this is where, if you're Indiana, this is where you have to pick things up on this end of the court, because it's going to happen. Droughts are going to happen. Ball's not going to go in the rim. Can you stay in the fight with defense?
Bonner off the mark. A 15-0 run currently for Phoenix.